If there is one thing I hate about modern movies is that they don't have aesthetics. And I describe aesthetics as having a good plot, scenery, setting, and a unique style. But that doesn't mean that other movies are bad. It doesn't. See, there are some good movies that I really love because they have good aesthetics. And one of those movies is Blade Runner 2049. And I know you've seen other memes and jokes all over social media, especially Instagram and TikTok, but that's not to say that the movie is bad. See, this movie is extremely good, hence why it's so popular nowadays. The beginning of this movie is strange. It's gloomy and dark, and to be honest, I really do love that. I am a big fan of gloomy and dark aesthetics in movies, and this is exactly why I love this movie. And as you begin to understand the plot of this movie, you begin to see why the setting and scenery is so dark. And the reason is because the movie doesn't have a happy ending per se. And when I mean happy ending, I don't mean, a happy ending you get at the back of a fucking massage place on Chinatown. No, I mean like the main character literally fucking dies. And that is not a happy ending. Well, for me. And that is not the only sad thing about this movie. The other sad things about this movie is that the main character loses everything in the process by the end of the movie. He loses his house, his job, his, hologram girlfriend, which is kind of weird. I know some weeaboos that would love to have a fucking hologram fucking waifu, but yeah, continuing with the fucking video, the main character that can be described as a unlucky person, and that is exactly what people like, because throughout this movie you can really relate to, the main character in a way or another. That's why this movie is so popular nowadays, and why people like it, and why the aesthetics of this movie are really perfect in my opinion. But yeah, and it does help that the main character is played by no other than everybody's favorite celebrity at the moment, Ryan Gosling. Everybody wants to be Ryan Gosling these days. Yeah, that's a little extra shit, but yeah, the other movie that has perfect aesthetics in my opinion will be The Joker. Apart from the dark and gloomy aesthetics that I love, there's also a lot of character development in this movie, and not the good kind of character development. See, this movie follows the main character named Arthur Fleck. In the beginning he seems like a regular person, but then you begin to comprehend that he has mental illness, and this problem doesn't let him be seen as a regular person in the public, even though he's just a regular person. And as we continue with the movie, we see more and more how other people treat him like shit, and he can't really defend himself, because in reality he's just a simple nice person that can't do evil because he's nice, until he kills 3 people in what you can argue is self-defense. And this is when the movie starts going downhill really fucking fast. It goes downhill as his mental capabilities goes downhill as well. See, after he killed those 3 people, more and more life-changing events keep happening to him right after the other, and that, to be honest, would change anybody, let alone a mentally ill dude. And this is exactly what I like about this movie, because it tells you how just a regular person became evil by things that keep happening to him for no reason, not just because he decided to be evil for the sake of the plot of the movie, but as a character development. And I like the aesthetic because the movie is as good as its villain, and the hero is as good as the villain as well. And when you build up the suspense and the character of a good villain, you can really make a good movie and hero, meaning Batman. And with this movie we can begin to understand what made the Joker, a mentally ill dude that likes to get beat up by another mentally ill dude that wears a fucking bat costume. But yeah, you know what I mean. And to be honest, the aesthetics I like about this movie is that everyone can become the Joker simply by having a few bad breaks. Everyone can break. For example, if your mom dies, then your girlfriend dies in a car crash, then your house burns down and somebody steals your truck, you will not be the same person you were before all those things happen. You will become a different person, sometimes a better person, but most of the time a worse person. Meaning that the aesthetics of this movie are highly realistic in my opinion, which I love, but it's sad. And this leads me to the next movie that I really like, which is fucking extremely popular even though it was made 23 years ago. ago, and that is no other than American Psycho. And what fascinates me about this movie is that the aesthetics is not about the plot, the scenery, the setting, nor the unique style. The aesthetics is the main character, Patrick Bateman. See, people like this movie not cause the movie itself, they like it cause Patrick Bateman, the main character. And if you watch this movie before, you begin to comprehend why. Apart from other memes and other jokes going around TikTok and Instagram, this movie it's honestly perfect because of the main character. Also, there's another aesthetic I love about this movie, and that is that the main character is evil. This movie doesn't have the same cliche as all the other movies, meaning that the main character has to be good all the time. And to be honest, we all get tired of seeing that in one way or another. One example of that is Marvel movies. We get tired of seeing the hero win and win and win again and again. We get tired of that. There is no drama, there is no plot, there is no scenery, there is no anything. It's just the same shit all over again. It's boring. Why the fuck would I watch a 2-hour movie knowing that in the end the hero is always gonna win? It's not even a movie. I already fucking seen it in my head thousands of other times. And this is why this movie is fucking nice, because the main character is fucking evil. It's a change for once, which I love. And another thing I love about this movie is the main character, Patrick Bateman, and when he talks to himself. When he talks to himself, you can see how this guy is so fucked up. To him, he always has to be the main guy, you know, the center of attention, the best of the best, even though he doesn't really work that much if you think about it. On the whole movie, you don't see this guy, you know, working once, apart from working on his physical body and his appearance, which is one of the best scenes of this movie, when he, you know, showers and uses all of his, you know, creams and shampoos and fucking, you know, butthole creams or whatever. And this is realistic, you know, in one way or another. We all like to be the center of attention. We all love being better than other people simply because we want to succeed. And this movie is a representation of that taken to the extreme. But yeah. But apart from the main character, that's it. This movie has mediocre plot, scenery, setting, and unique style, which they are not bad, but they are not really that special in the grand scope of things. But to be honest, the main character is one of the best main characters in decades. That's why the movie is so popular nowadays, with Instagram and TikToks about it. Well, to be more specific, about the main character, Patrick Bateman, who is played by no other than Christian Bale. But yeah, and this leads me to the last movie, The Batman. I know what you're gonna say, it's a hero movie, this and that. It doesn't have, you know, good aesthetics, but it actually does. If you rewatch this movie, you will find more beautiful things in it, more aesthetics. For example, it is dark and cold all the time. You don't fucking see a bright scene on this movie apart from explosions and fucking fire. And I love that, because Batman movies supposed to represent the character Bruce Wayne, aka Robert Pattinson. Gotham is supposed to be a dark, cold place. Because Gotham is a dark, cold place, it's one of the fucking worst places to ever exist in the hero universe. Like, for real, every Thursday night there's the fucking Joker going on a rampage again, blowing up bridges and poisoning people. Every Friday night is the Scarecrow fucking poisoning people with fucking, you know, fear toxin. And every, you know, Monday morning there's the Riddler, you know, asking you riddles, or else you're gonna fucking blow up with a C4 up your booty hole if you don't answer the riddle right. Like, at this point, I'd rather live in Africa with no internet connection nor electricity. But yeah, you know what I mean. And I'm gonna be honest, a lot of people, to be more specific, Batman fans are gonna hate me for this, but this movie is one of the best Batman movies ever made, to be honest, because it's true to Batman character. See, Batman is not a character that can be played just by anyone, because he's a dark, intelligent, and aggressive person. But I gotta give it to, you know, Robert Pattinson for, you know, playing that character extremely good. And also I gotta, you know, give it to Catwoman, Selena Kyle, aka Zoe Kravitz. I mean, she was hot in that movie, you cannot lie. But apart from that, you know, Batman was not simp, even though she liked Batman, but whatever. That's all I liked about this movie. It had good plot, scenery, setting, and unique style, which I really do love. And to be honest, it's one of the first times I seen someone play Batman so damn good. But now that I think about it, other movies in this fucking list end really bad. For example, Blade Runner, the main character dies. The Joker, well, he starts killing people. American Psycho, the main character's a fucking psychopath. And the Batman, the whole Gotham, you know, floods in the end. But yeah, I'm beginning to think that I like movies that end fucking bad, which I don't. You know, my favorite movies consist of Shrek, Magic Mike, nah, just kidding, 21 Jump Street, and the series Supernatural. I know that doesn't count as a movie, but whatever, nigga, that's all you get. Most of the time I'm watching TikTok or Instagram or fucking YouTube. So yeah, well, that's gonna be for this fucking video. I hope you motherfuckers liked it, and yeah, see you motherfuckers next time, and you know, take care. Peace.